Hi, running a business today means juggling between operations, inventory, billing, sales, purchases, GST, all together while trying to grow. What if one powerful platform could do it all together for you? Introducing VasyERP, the smart, scalable ERP built for Indian businesses like yours. From retail to wholesale, manufacturing to distribution, VasyERP simplifies, automates, and accelerates your entire workflow. Let us show you how. So the page here is the login page, where the business can log in into their ERP accounts using their credentials. In the username field, we have to enter the username, and in the password field, we are supposed to enter the password. So let me enter the credentials and log in into the system. Also, in case where the user has forgotten the password, he can easily reset the password by clicking on Forgot Password, and after that, by using mobile number or email ID or username, user can reset the password and log in into the ERP. So let's enter the login credentials and explore the ERP. So this page is known as dashboard page. This is the most important page if we look from a merchant's point of view. As you can see, the entire page consists of all the business statistics that a merchant may require to see the direction of his business. Here he can see the total sales, total invoice, total number of customers during the defined period, total purchases, purchase quantity, total suppliers, as well as different kind of data like total expenses, the stock quantity, the total stock value, and different data regarding the profit margins. Also, he can see the cash in hand available at that particular moment of time, as well as the collective balance of all the bank accounts can also be observed through this particular screen. Here we can change the date range from this particular filter. Also, I can select the location of my convenience. Also, I can select the channel, be it online or offline, as per my observation. On the top of the page, we can see a quick action toolbar where the important links of all the important web pages used most frequently by a business can be found, like invoice and credit note under sales, supplier under purchase, product stock transfer price master under inventory, and much more. Towards the center, we can find the contact number of the support team through which the customer can resolve the queries at any particular instant during the mentioned time period. A search button where user can enter the search keywords, and accordingly, the system will help him retrieve the important web pages as per the search. On the right of it, we can find a notification bell icon where the user gets the notification regarding sales, purchases, stock transfers, and the low stock important notifications. On the right of the notification icon, we can find an icon by the name POS, which helps to redirect to the POS page directly from the dashboard. To the right, we can find the button to change the financial of the business. We can see this icon by the abbreviated form of the username, just like we can observe here as TS for training store. Under this icon, we can find the link to go to the My Profile page directly, or else we can change the password and directly log out of the system from this button. And last, we can find this question mark icon that resembles the help option. By clicking it, we can find different options, different help related topics to the system, and help us resolve our query efficiently. To the left of this page, we can find the navigation pane where the links of all the important modules of the ERP can be found, like contact, employee, inventory, and so on. To the top right of this page, we can find the business rating, where the collective business rating of all the customers who has submitted the feedback can be found. Also, bottom to it, we can find the important announcement section where the user can be updated for the recent changes or recent updates pertaining to the system. Next to it, we can see the two pictographs. One is for sales versus purchase, where the user gets an idea regarding his sales and purchase for a predefined interval. User can also change the interval from this. Also, the different colors shows the different types of transaction done of sales versus purchase. To the right of it, we can find the different sales or purchase transactions that have taken place during that time period. For example, if user selects the time range of his choice and selects apply, then he can observe the data to change accordingly. Also, we can find the top 20 customers for the given time range from this particular table. Also, the customers are bifurcated in the different fields like VIP customer, regular customer, risk customer, and lost customer. So user can have a track of all the customers belonging to different categories. To the right of this, we can find the category sales option, where the user can find the top performing categories in terms of sale during that particular predefined time interval. Below, we can find the best and least selling products of the business during the defined time interval. Here, the business can take the decisions accordingly as per the best and least selling product of their firms. Also, we can find the top expenses and top coupons of the firm for the defined time interval. Also, the system keeps track of today's receivable and today's payable so that the businesses can make the payments on time and receive the same during that time interval. Also, we can find the table of login log, where the user can keep a track of all the systems where the ERP is currently logged in. Now this is the contact module, where we can add the customers, suppliers or vendors, and transporters pertaining to our businesses. Let's see how to add a customer. You can see the create new button. By clicking on this create new button, a new form page will open where we are required to enter the basic details like name, the type of the customer, the company name, the mobile number of the customer, and some basic details like date of birth or anniversary date. Depending on this type selected, the different prices will be fetched to this customer. Also, if the customer is a registered regular, we can add the GST related information into this respective text boxes. After filling all these details, we can click on the save button and the customer will be saved. Similarly, the table below in this page shows the already added customers into the system. Also, we can adjust the columns of this table by clicking on any field that we want to show it on the table, or we can deselect it if we want to remove it from the table. Similarly, you can adjust the columns accordingly. You can also delete selected customers by clicking on the respective checkboxes, or you can reset the loyalty points for the same. Also, we can import multiple customers by clicking on this import button and uploading the demo file that can be downloaded by clicking on this demo. Once the Excel is filled, we can upload it by clicking on this upload button, and after it, we can click on this verify button to successfully upload the data. In case if the file has got some errors, a separate bug report will be downloaded, which after proper manipulation can be re-uploaded to upload the remaining data. This button helps us to export the table data to Excel or PDF file formats, or if we want to export all the data of the customers, we can simply click on this All Data Excel button. This number actually shows us the number of records to be shown on a single page. If I change it to 25, we can see a maximum of 25 customers in a single page. Also, we can take the help of these filters in order to filter the respective customers based on our criteria. We can also search the customers by using this search option. Similarly, we can do it for suppliers and transporters. Let's see how to create an employee in the ERP. For this, navigate to the employee module. You will be landed to the employee page where you can see the already added employees into the system. For creating a new employee, locate the Create New button, enter the basic details regarding employee, the contact number of that employee, and if you want to manage the salary of that employee, you need to click on this checkbox so as the ERP can maintain the account for that employee. Also, if you wish to give the authentication to that particular employee, you can click on the Add Authentication Details and add the username and password accordingly and select the proper user role from the current drop-down. So after adding all the basic details, you can also find the details like wages, commission, extra wages and target. By inputting all these required details, you need to click on the Save button. Once you click on the Save button, the employee will be saved into the system. You can also deactivate an employee by clicking on this Deactivate icon. If you wish to edit the details for any employee, click the Edit icon. If you wish to delete the employee, click the Delete icon. Now let's see how to add a product in the inventory. For this, navigate to the product page under Inventory. You will find a list of the products that has already been entered in the ERP. You can add manually a different product in the ERP by clicking on the Create New button. Once you click on the Create New button, a separate form page will open where you need to enter the basic details of the product like barcode, product name, its print name. Select the category and the brand as per the product department. If the product has multiple batches, you need to click on this checkbox. Respectively, if the product has the expiry, you can manage it by clicking on this Has Expiry button. Also, you can set the purchase and sales tax as per the product. If the product has expiry, you need to fill the details related to expiry in these text boxes. Also, the user can set the different prices for retailers or wholesalers by this pricing details section. User need to enter the different prices as per the displayed options, and accordingly the prices will be fetched on the respective pages. If you wish to enter the variants of the product, you can do so by clicking on this Add Variant button. Once you click the button, the different option name and option values text box will appear, where you need to enter the respective details and click on Save. Once we enter all the respective details regarding the product and click on the Save button, the product will be added into the inventory and will be displayed in the table. Also, user can upload multiple products all at once by clicking on this Import button. Also, the user can update the bulk products or can do a variation in uploaded products by clicking on this Update Bulk Products button. Also, if the user wishes to update any variant related details, then user can click on this Update Bulk Product Variation button. The filter can be used to filter out the respective products as per the different categories shown here. Also, the maximum records shown per page can be controlled by this pagination option. We can also export the. Now let's see how you can manage the purchase orders from the inventory. For creating the purchase order, navigate to the purchase order under the purchase module. You can create a new purchase order by clicking on this Create New. Also, you can see the status of all the previously issued purchase orders here. Different status like in progress, delivered, partially delivered, exceed and completed will be shown against the respective purchase order. You can click on this Create New and can create a new purchase order. Just select the supplier, the date of the purchase order, the shipping date, and add the respective products and click on the Save button in order to create a purchase order. Once all the details are filled and the save button is clicked, we can have the purchase order created for that particular supplier. After the creation of purchase order, we can perform the material inward, issue supplier bill by clicking on this page. We can issue the supplier bill by clicking on the supplier bill page. The supplier bill page shows the list of all the already issued supplier bills for the particular time frame. Also, the different statuses will be shown against the issued supplier bill. User can create a supplier bill by clicking on the Create New button. Here in this page, after selecting the proper supplier, user can create the supplier bill against all the material inwards done for that particular purchase order. After entering the proper details, user can click on the Save button and the purchase bill will be saved. Also, we have a facility of scanning a bill. Means user can directly scan an invoice and respective all the details will be uploaded directly on this page. User can manage the details accordingly and create the supplier bill accordingly. Also, user can issue a debit note from the purchase module. Now let's see how you can manage the sales of your particular business. For that, navigate to the sales module and click on the estimate. Here the user can generate the estimate for particular order and issue it to the customer. Also, after having the purchase order for that particular estimate, user can create the sales order for the same by clicking on the sales order option. Here, by clicking on this Create New, user can create a new sales order as per the customer's requirements. After selecting the proper details and adding the proper details, clicking on the Save button will help us to create a new sales order for that purchase order. Different status like pending, open, invoice created, partial invoice created, delivery challan created, partial delivery challan created, partially cancelled and cancelled will be shown against the respective sales order. User can also generate invoice or delivery challan by clicking on the appropriate options. This page will help the user creating the delivery challans for any sales order. Also, the user can create the invoice by using this invoice page. User can click on the Create New for creating a new invoice, fill in the required details, and clicking on the Save button will help to create a new invoice. User can also create a credit note under this credit note option. Now let's see how you can add the bank details and can manage the entire cash flow of the business by using Bank or Cash module. For this, navigate to the Bank or Cash module, click on the bank to add the respective banks. You can manage the transactions of your own business from this bank transaction page. Also, the payments done to any party can be managed through this payment page. In order to receive the payment, we can use the receipt page in order to make the entries. Also, we can manage the expenses of the business unit from this expense page and make the proper entries into the ERP. Now let's see the most important module of the VasyERP, known by the POS. POS helps us to manage B2C sales. In order to get into the POS, you need to click on this New button, or you can navigate to the POS icon shown on the top right side. Once you click on the POS button, components of all the POS page will start to load, and you also need not to worry when your internet is down. POS helps you to continue your billing even when the internet is down. You can continue the billing for several hours, and when your internet is back online, you can sync the bills accordingly. When you start the POS page, first thing that comes to your screen is cash in hand details. User can enter the cash in hand and can start selling. On the top corner, you can see the barcode section where user needs to scan the barcode or directly can enter the product name. By clicking on the product name, the product gets populated in the order list. User can also select the customer's name or can directly use the walk-in customer. For example, if I wish to use any particular customer that is already been added into the system, I just need to type in the first 3 letters of the customer and the name will be populated. I can select the respective customer and manage the billing accordingly. Also, the user can pay through cash, card and UPI, which can be managed through these 3 buttons. Also, we can print the respective bills by clicking on the below buttons. Multiple pay helps us to receive the payment in the multiple form of methods like card, cash, UPI, wallet, bank and check. Also, if a user wishes to collect the payment on a later date, he can do it so by clicking on this Pay Later button. After clicking on this Pay Later button, a prompt will open where the user can select the respective payment terms and can manage the billing accordingly. A notification will be sent to the customer and a reminder will also be sent if the setting has been done to yes. Also, different discount coupons can be applied through this Apply Coupon page, where the defined discount coupons can be found and retrieved accordingly. User can also redeem the credit, if any, from any credit note or any advance payment for that particular customer by clicking on the Redeem Credit option. Also, user can hold the bill of this particular customer by clicking on this Hold button. The same bill can be retrieved later by clicking on this Hold button and clicking on the particular order. Also, we can toggle the image-based POS by just clicking the toggle switch located on the center top corner. Once we toggle the switch, all the items will be shown to the user in the form of images, and user can also select the particular item from the palette by clicking on the image of that particular order. This makes it very easy for the customer to manage the business. Also, we can see multiple icons like this cross icon, which helps us to manage the sales register. At the end of the day, entire sales, cash or different forms of payment methods, transactions can be shown on this particular page. Also, the total cash that should be left in the drawer as per the ERP will be shown in this box. After proper validation and counting, user can enter the particular amount of cash that has been found in the physical drawer. If the amount exceeds the amount shown by the system will get a respective message, so as he can take the various decisions. Accordingly, user can see all the respective orders for that particular business from this orders list button. The user can also redeem the loyalty for any particular customer by clicking on this Redeem Loyalty button. Also, all the credit notes for that particular customer will be shown under the Credit Note option. User can also control the cash by clicking on the Cash Control button. In this way, we can manage the B2C billing. Now let's see how you can create an outlet like a branch or a franchise into the ERP. For this, you need to navigate to the Outlet module. Click on the Create New. Once you click on the Create New, you will be landed to a form page where you need to enter the details for the respective branch or franchise. If you want to enter a branch, keep the selection undisturbed, or else you can change it to franchise as per the convenience. Once you click on the respective option, you need to enter the name of that particular party. For example, I want to add a franchise. So let me add the name of this franchise here. So by entering the various details like name and display name, we can proceed to enter the details for the other sections as well, like mobile number, username, password for the same, the interval, the type of the GST, address of the firm, and basic details like city, postal code. We can add the respective franchise by clicking on this submit button. Also, you can geofetch the location from this page and add the address manually. After entering the appropriate details, you need to click on the submit button and the respective outlet will be created and shown in this table. If you want to deactivate any particular outlet, you can click on this deactivate button. If you wish to edit any details regarding any branch or franchise, you can click on this edit button. Now let's see how you can manage accounting in the ERP. For this, navigate to the accounting module. Under account group, you will find all the defined account groups for all the accounts that have been added into the ERP. Also, you can see all the respective accounts which are currently added into the ERP, and can also create new by clicking on this create new button. You can also manage the debit note and credit notes that are issued outside the business. Also, you can manage the journal voucher from this page. Now let's see how you can use the CRM module in order to retain your customers by running various offers and discounts for your firm. For this, navigate to the CRM module. Under that, you will find coupon, membership, discount, feedback, and V-loyalty options. You can use coupons for issuing the coupons based on the defined range. Also, you can issue the membership from this page in order to run any store-specific membership to attract more customers. You can run different sort of discounts from this page. You can create a normal discount, a range-wide discount, or you can also create a buy X get Y discount from this page. This flexibility in the discounts can help you retain the customers and can also offer some value to your customers. You can also collect the feedback from the customers and see it here. We have a V-loyalty option that helps you to run a campaign to manage all the loyalty points acquired by the customer and give the appropriate reward accordingly. You can manage the different utilities by going through the utilities option and can find different functionalities like company drive, barcode utility, and export to tally. If you wish to share any specific files for your respective branches and franchise, you can use this company drive option. Also, if you wish to generate a barcode from a purchase order or you wish to create a barcode for any product, you can create it by going through this common barcode printing. Users can also export the data to the tally by going through this export to tally page. Once we select the tally version, that is the target tally version, user can respectively download the different ledgers and upload it to the tally. Also, the different sales purchase tables can be also shown, for which the user can select the records and click the export button in order to download the XML file, which can later be uploaded to tally for further functions. Now let's see the most important module of the VasyERP, that is reports. For this, navigate to the report module and you will find the basic modules like sales, purchase, inventory, accounts, and GST returns related to all the specific reports. VasyERP offers more than 75 plus reports that helps the business to gather the required information for a particular field. We can see the multiple reports under each category. Like in sales, we can see multiple reports related to sales like sales tax summary, customer invoice outstanding, tax file sales summary, and so on. User can mark any report as a favorite by clicking on the star adjacent to the name of the report. For example, If I star these 3 reports, they will be automatically added into the favorite sections. And I can find it whenever I click on this favorite icon. Also, user can find multiple reports under the purchase, inventory, accounts and GST returns. So many reports can help the businesses to take the proper decision respective to each and every module. Now let's see how we can manage the settings of the VasyERP by going through the settings module. Clicking on the inventory will help us to manage different settings related to inventory. We can also manage the different settings relating to pricing, stock, barcodes, raw product mapping, and B2B. Also, we can perform the various POS related settings from POS setting page. We can disable multiple icons appearing on the POS page by deactivating any icon. We can also manage the visibility of any particular component on the POS page by clicking on the toggle switch. Also, we can manage the different settings for the POS by adjusting the settings below. Also, we can manage the different settings relating to purchase and sales. VasyERP provides e-commerce integration with popular platforms like WooCommerce, Shopify, and we have also our inbuilt e-commerce platform. Also, VasyERP provides different payment integrations like Cash-Free, Razorpay, Paytm, InstaMojo, and also provide integration with devices such as Pine Labs, EasyTap, AmpSwipe, and Paytm. Also, the customer can have messages integration for SMS and WhatsApp as well. For WhatsApp, we are using Interact as the integration partner. And for SMS, we are using this particular brands for managing the SMS integration. Loyalty can be managed through VLoyalty and Relo integration. We also have different GST integration like e-way bill integration and e-invoice integration. For activating the e-way bill integration, user needs to enter the GST credentials into the respective fields and click on the submit button. By this, user can integrate the e-way bill and e-invoice integration into the platform. Also, we can manage the customer-facing display integration and Vasy API for such stores that manage their businesses through the super malls. Also, we can manage the self-checkout integration through this particular self-checkout integration where the user can manage the billing entirely by themselves. Thousands of businesses across India have already transformed their operations with VasyERP, and now it's your turn. No more manual errors, no more juggling between software. Just one platform, one solution. One step towards smarter business. Book your free demo today and experience the power of VasyERP for yourself.
Vasy.